Joining me now is Choice Hotels CEO Pat Pacious. Pat, it's great to have you back, and we should again point out how much better your stock has held up this year relative to a lot of your peers in the hotel industry. But what are you bracing for as we head into winter and COVID isn't going anywhere?
Yeah, thanks again, Kelly, for having me. If I remember the last time I was on with you back in May, our industry and our company was just sort of understanding what was happening with the COVID crisis. In the third quarter, our revenue per available room was down about 29%. The rest of the industry as a whole was actually down about 20% worse at 49%. The reason our brands are outperforming is because of that mid-scale and leisure travel focus that we've always had. With the cases rising now that we're seeing, we actually saw this before back in July and August. We saw cases rise, but we didn't see that correlate with travel volume starting to decline. It has been building month over month since April. And we just looked at our October numbers, which are down only 25% relative to the 28% decline we saw in the third quarter. So month over month, we are continuing to see an improvement, and that travel volume is beginning to grow. I think a lot of that is because consumers are becoming more comfortable with the idea of travel, and they know they can do it in a safe way.
Yeah.
So long as they avoid large gatherings, they wear their masks, and then follow the protocols that we have in our hotels.
Well, and again, it's kind of as a bellwether for the whole economy. If we can keep going somehow, even as this is spreading, it's a hopeful sign. I know you're still looking, though, for aid from Congress. Is that right? And how does the outcome of this election affect those odds?
Yeah, we've been advocating really since the stimulus expired at the end of July for consumers, and the PPP program expired in early August. For a second draw for the PPP program, there's still money in that program that was never utilized. We know there's bipartisan support for help for small business. All of our hotels are owned by franchisees. 90% of them qualify as small businesses. So we're advocating for that. We're advocating for a streamlining of loan forgiveness for the PPP program for loans under $150,000. And finally, we're advocating for liability protection for those hotels that are following the safety protocols. They should be protected against frivolous lawsuits. I'm hopeful with the election now behind us. I know there's still a lot of uncertainty as to how it's going to turn out, but that was what we've been hearing as an industry was wait till we get to the other side, that there will be some stimulus in a lame duck session, and we're going to continue to push for that.
And maybe you'll get it one way or the other at this point. Pat, thanks for joining us and for updating us on the business, especially those October trends. We're all counting on this information to get a sense of what the whole economy is doing. So thank you very much.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.